Hey, what is up, guys? This is Pastor John. It is Tuesday, time for our daily update and devotional. May sound a little raspy, a little snotty nose. Last night was the first night I slept on a CPAP machine, which stands for Continual Positive Air Pressure. If you've seen those people who wear those masks. And my wife said for the first time in 9 years, I didn't snore. So, Sam, buddy, next time you come over to spend the night, or next time we go on a retreat, guys, you ain't going to have to listen to Lundberg snore no more. But anyway, hey, this morning, and as usual, I just thought it would be best to share what was in my devotional this morning. And this morning it had a lot to do with self-control and how do I control myself, and particularly from making mistakes or messing up or getting into sin or continuing to fall into sin. And how do I possess this self-control where I can control my body, control my lips, my tongue? Maybe I gossip, or maybe I think things. How can I do these things? How can I have self-control? And look at what 2 Timothy says. This was in my devotional this morning. But look at what 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 5 says. It says, "Follow the Lord's rules for doing His work, just as an athlete either follows the rules or is disqualified, and he wins no prize." Listen to that again. Follow the Lord's rules for doing His work, just as an athlete either follows the rules or is disqualified and wins no prize. Now, first of all, let me say something. Some people like to use this scripture right here to say that you can lose your salvation, that if you don't follow the rules, you can be disqualified and you lose the race and you lose your salvation. But you know what? If you've ever watched the Olympics and you see somebody gets disqualified, have you ever noticed that their name is still on the board and just next to their name is disqualified? It doesn't mean they weren't in the race. It doesn't mean they didn't participate. They're still part of the race. They just didn't win it. And so let me just first clear that up to anybody who might possibly want to say, well, that means you can lose your salvation, because you can't, because Ephesians 2 chapter 1 says that we are guaranteed that it's a seal. But however, when it comes to self-control, it says, hey, follow God's rules for doing His good work. And that is, a lot of times we know the difference of right and wrong, but to know them, we have to read them to know what His rules are. We have to get into this book and study it and read it and know that God says that I shouldn't gossip, that God says that I shouldn't have quarrels with my friends, that God says I shouldn't be a backbiter, that I shouldn't do this. And you know what it all boils down to? It boils down to love. And that's not me coming up with that. That's Paul. Paul is saying, hey, all of these things that you've heard, all of these things about don't commit murder, don't commit adultery, don't lie, don't gossip, it all boils down to love. If we can love other people and see them the way that God sees them, then we're not going to have to worry about trying to find each and every rule. Our self-control will become easier to control because we've found love. So that's the Devo for today. Remember to love others. Not only do I want you to be good, I want you to do good. Pay it forward. Peace out, guys. Love you.